Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The Los Angeles Dodgers are facing one of the most turbulent moments in recent memory, as shocking statements from their head coach have sent shockwaves throughout the baseball world. Dave Roberts, known for his strategic mind and calm demeanor, reportedly expressed intense frustration with a key player, declaring in no uncertain terms that he will never play for the Dodgers again. This unprecedented declaration has fueled widespread speculation about internal conflicts, team dynamics, and the possibility of a major roster shakeup. Fans are left wondering what could have led to such a dramatic statement, and insiders suggest that tensions have been simmering beneath the surface for months. Rumors point to disagreements over strategy, effort, or off-field conduct, with various sources hinting that the player in question might have clashed with management repeatedly, leading to a breaking point. In a clubhouse that has been known for its cohesion and collective focus, this kind of public condemnation from the manager is almost unheard of, indicating that the situation might be more severe than anyone outside the team could imagine. Analysts are already dissecting past games and incidents, looking for clues that could justify this dramatic pronouncement. The fallout from Roberts' statement has been immediate, sparking heated debates across social media platforms and sports networks. Fans and pundits alike are trying to interpret whether this is a negotiation tactic, a stern warning, or the final chapter in a contentious relationship. The Dodgers have long been seen as a model of professionalism, blending star talent with teamwork and discipline, which makes this announcement even more startling. Speculators argue that internal tensions, possibly exacerbated by the pressures of high expectations, have reached a boiling point, and that this incident could serve as a turning moment for the team. Some suggest that the player's performance, attitude, or off-field behavior might have clashed with Roberts' vision for the Dodgers, leading to irreparable damage. Meanwhile, rival teams are reportedly keeping close tabs on the situation, seeing potential opportunities to capitalize on what could become a blockbuster trade or a controversial release. The uncertainty surrounding the player's future has created a sense of urgency and drama, with insiders claiming that negotiations, discussions, and evaluations are happening behind closed doors at a furious pace. This tension-filled environment has left fans divided, as some express outrage, while others speculate about the strategic genius behind Roberts' harsh stance. Reports indicate that the locker room atmosphere has become noticeably tense following the public declaration, with teammates reportedly uncertain about how to react or whether to support their colleague. Some sources suggest that the player has been a polarizing figure, admired by some for talent, but criticized by others for perceived arrogance or a lack of commitment. The psychological impact of this statement on both the player and the team cannot be underestimated, as maintaining morale and focus in the midst of such turmoil presents a significant challenge. Sports psychologists emphasize that when a manager takes such a definitive stance, it can influence not only performance, but also relationships within the team, creating an environment of scrutiny and heightened pressure. Observers note that the Dodgers' leadership structure will now be tested, as they must navigate between protecting team integrity and managing public perception, all while ensuring that on-field performance does not suffer. Speculation is rampant regarding whether this move is permanent or part of a longer-term strategy to reshape the roster, with analysts pointing to previous instances in Major League Baseball where dramatic managerial decisions have led to surprising team transformations. The narrative unfolding is unprecedented for a franchise of this stature, further intensifying fan engagement and media coverage, turning what was once routine news into a high-stakes saga. The financial implications of this situation are also stirring significant interest, as the player reportedly commands a high-value contract that could complicate potential trades or releases. Baseball insiders argue that moving a star player under such circumstances could involve intricate negotiations, salary considerations, and even legal ramifications, making the situation far more complex than a simple on-field dispute. The Dodgers front office is under pressure to balance the demands of fans, the media, and stakeholders, all while addressing the immediate consequences of Roberts' statement. Speculative scenarios range from blockbuster trades to sudden demotions, and each carries potential ripple effects throughout the league. Observers note that if the team proceeds with a high-profile departure, it could redefine the Dodgers' strategy for seasons to come, influencing drafting priorities, talent acquisitions, and even managerial decisions. Meanwhile, the players' representatives are reportedly exploring options, weighing public relations strategies, and considering how to respond to the dramatic pronouncement, which has already captured headlines globally. Amid all this uncertainty, the only certainty is that the Dodgers organization is in uncharted territory, navigating a storm that could reshape the team's identity, fan expectations, and standing within the sport. Speculation about the root cause of this fallout has led to various theories circulating among fans and analysts alike, ranging from internal team politics to personal disputes or disagreements over leadership direction. Some insiders hint at repeated incidents that may have eroded trust between Roberts and the player, including disagreements over training, public statements, or perceived lack of respect for team protocols. This level of conflict, rarely made public in a league known for its media management and polished appearances, has left the sports world abuzz. Analysts point to historical parallels in Major League Baseball, noting that similar ruptures have sometimes paved the way for either dramatic recoveries or long-term declines, depending on how management handles the aftermath. The Dodgers' management is reportedly in a delicate position, needing to weigh the consequences of standing firm against a star player versus the potential disruption to team cohesion and performance. The narrative is becoming increasingly layered, with social media amplifying fan opinions, insider speculation, and even rival teams' interest. Every word, gesture, and rumor is being scrutinized, creating an almost cinematic drama unfolding in real time, and leaving the entire baseball community wondering what will happen next. The tension, uncertainty, and stakes make this one of the most talked-about crises in recent Dodgers history. Even as speculation continues, the player at the center of the storm reportedly remains silent, fueling further rumors and theories about their next move. Observers suggest that silence could be strategic, allowing the situation to unfold in a way that maximizes leverage, or it could indicate deep uncertainty about the future. Meanwhile, team dynamics are being closely monitored, with coaches, trainers, and veteran players attempting to maintain focus and discipline amidst distraction. The public nature of Roberts' statement, combined with the ongoing speculation, has magnified pressure on everyone involved, creating a high-stakes environment where every decision, comment, and media interaction carries heightened significance. Fans are dissecting every social media post, every public appearance, and even off-field activities for clues, turning this saga into a continuous conversation that dominates baseball discourse. The Dodgers' reputation for strategic brilliance is being put to the test, as the front office must navigate both internal and external pressures, weighing the long-term implications of Roberts' declaration. As this dramatic narrative continues to unfold, analysts emphasize that the resolution could have far-reaching consequences for the Dodgers' roster, morale, public image, and even their standing in the league for years to come. The suspense and uncertainty ensure that every stakeholder remains on edge, with the baseball world watching closely for the next development. Speculation about the potential consequences of Roberts' statement has reached a fever pitch, with sports commentators and analysts weighing in on what could be the next major move. Some argue that the Dodgers may be considering a complete restructuring of the roster, viewing this incident as a catalyst for deeper changes that have been quietly brewing for months. Rumors suggest that scouts and management are evaluating not just the player in question, but the overall balance of the team, questioning whether certain dynamics or personalities may be hindering collective performance. The timing of this public declaration is particularly noteworthy, as insiders suggest it may be a strategic maneuver aimed at signaling both to the player and the league that the Dodgers are willing to take bold, uncompromising steps to maintain authority and cohesion. Meanwhile, rival teams are reportedly paying close attention, preparing contingency plans to swoop in should the player become available, and the media frenzy ensures that every small detail is magnified. Fans are left to debate endlessly online, creating a mix of outrage, excitement, and curiosity that only heightens the drama, while league executives quietly assess the potential ripple effects across contracts, trades, and public perception. Every day seems to bring new layers to a story that is growing beyond a simple internal conflict, evolving into a saga that could define the team's legacy for years. Inside the Dodgers clubhouse, sources hint at a palpable shift in atmosphere, with veteran players reportedly attempting to mediate tensions while younger athletes watch closely, unsure how to navigate the situation. The psychological implications of having a manager publicly declare that a player will never appear for the team again cannot be overstated, and some insiders suggest that morale could be affected in subtle but significant ways. Observers note that the dynamics of professional sports often rely on trust, mutual respect, and unspoken agreements about commitment and effort, and when one element is called into question so dramatically, it reverberates across the entire organization. Analysts have begun theorizing about how this conflict might influence performance on the field, suggesting that heightened scrutiny and pressure could either galvanize the team or create further instability. Additionally, discussions about leadership style, communication breakdowns, and organizational culture are gaining traction, with some suggesting that Roberts' decision, while bold, may reflect deeper challenges in maintaining harmony within a high-pressure environment. As speculation grows, the story is becoming less about a single player and more about the identity, priorities, and internal cohesion of one of baseball's most prominent franchises, ensuring that attention remains intensely focused on every development. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. Meanwhile, media outlets continue to dissect every possible angle, interviewing former players, coaches, and industry insiders to understand the deeper implications of this crisis. Some speculate that the player's career trajectory could be altered dramatically, with opportunities in rival teams or international leagues now a viable consideration, especially if negotiations with the Dodgers stall or break down entirely. There is also considerable debate about the timing of this statement, and whether it serves as leverage in behind-the-scenes negotiations or if it represents a final, irreversible decision by Roberts and the front office. The ripple effects extend beyond just the team and the player, as sponsors, advertisers, and media partners are reportedly monitoring the situation closely, concerned about how prolonged uncertainty or negative publicity could influence their associations with the Dodgers brand. Sports commentators have begun theorizing about historical parallels, examining prior instances where managerial decisions created controversy but ultimately redefined team strategies, suggesting that even a dramatic statement like this could have unforeseen positive consequences if handled strategically. Fans remain divided, some seeing Roberts as a disciplinarian willing to protect team integrity, while others question whether public declarations of this magnitude are appropriate or beneficial for long-term cohesion. In all, the narrative continues to evolve, blending uncertainty, high-stakes strategy, and human drama into a compelling story that dominates conversation. Rumors now suggest that internal meetings are taking place behind closed doors, with coaches, front office executives, and team advisors weighing potential outcomes and discussing contingency plans. Some insiders hint that trade discussions could already be underway, with multiple teams expressing interest in acquiring the player if the situation escalates further. Analysts suggest that every move will be scrutinized, not just for its immediate impact on the Dodgers' performance, but for its broader implications on league culture and player management relationships. Observers are noting patterns in Roberts' past decisions, speculating whether this is part of a larger philosophy about discipline and accountability, or if it represents a rare, extreme response to persistent challenges. Fans have taken to social media in droves, analyzing subtle cues, past performances, and even statements from teammates for insights into what might happen next. Every rumor, every leak, and every insider comment seems to gain exponential attention, making this situation feel larger than life. The uncertainty has transformed routine team operations into a high-stakes chess game, where every decision has potential consequences not just for the player involved, but for the Dodgers' standing, reputation, and ability to compete at the highest level in the seasons to come. Strategic considerations are reportedly being analyzed down to the finest detail, including salary implications, potential trade partners, and long-term roster flexibility. Industry insiders speculate that if the Dodgers follow through on excluding the player, it could pave the way for a major reconfiguration, bringing in younger talent or acquiring high-impact players from other teams. Meanwhile, the players' camp is reportedly preparing for multiple scenarios, ranging from public statements to private negotiations, all aimed at protecting reputation, negotiating leverage, and future career prospects. Sports analysts have highlighted that this situation is emblematic of the pressures inherent in professional sports, where talent, personality, and leadership collide, sometimes with explosive consequences. The intensity of media coverage, fan speculation, and league attention has turned a single managerial statement into a multifaceted saga with layers of intrigue, strategic calculation, and human drama. Observers suggest that the eventual resolution will likely define the Dodgers' leadership philosophy, shape the players' legacy, and influence perceptions of team cohesion for years. Each passing day without clarity only adds to the suspense, ensuring that both fans and industry professionals remain captivated, dissecting each development as it unfolds. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.